Seek help, end the stigma. On the news this morning, police rescue teen girl abducted in Oyibo. Rivers community affected by NAF air raid plans protest. Democracy Day sparks hope for end of emergency rule in Rivers State. On the foreign scene, Austrians hold vigil to mourn victims of school shooting. Details of these and more after this break. You're welcome back. I'm Ifechuku Mwanyele with the news. A 13-year-old girl who was abducted in Oyibo last Thursday was rescued by the C4I intelligence unit of the River State Police Command yesterday. She was found around 6 p.m. on Tuesday in a bushy fenced plot of land in Eche local common area where she had reportedly been held captive for days. A viral video capturing the rescue shows officers leading the visibly shaking girl out of the enclosure. Her abductors were allegedly demanding a ransom before her release. The same video shows one of the suspected kidnappers seated on the ground after his arrest, confessing to the crime during police interrogation. The police has promised to issue an official statement soon. Still on security stories, a pirate attack was averted yesterday along the waterways in River State following the swift intervention of security operatives. Chairman of the Maritime Workers Union in River State, Israel Waribo Pepo, made this known in an interview with correspondent Emekotoka. He commended the operatives and urged security agencies to maintain a consistent presence on the waterways to deter future attacks.
The boys are still trying to make their way to commit another crime. But I must have to tell you, I think the Marine Police time around are really chase Marine Police. There was no report that there was no fire. The Marine Police chased them away and they ran. So they must find a way. If you are chasing them from this place, they'll go to that place. Chase them from go to that way. That has always been their pattern. They will not stop until they are being arrested. The Marine Police are visible. Even yesterday that I traveled, I saw the Navy. The Navy was also patrolling. We pray that they sustain it, because if they don't sustain, it will show. With what I saw yesterday on the waterfront, because I traveled to Bonny and I came back. So I saw them at almost all the flashpoints.
Now this comes just 2 weeks after the Royal Fuche Security Services, also known as the Amama soldiers, rescued 19 boat passengers who were abducted by pirates along the Isaka River. In another development, residents of Bunu community in Tai local government area of River State are gearing up for a protest on Friday, accusing the sole administrator of the state, retired Vice Admiral Ibokete Ebas, of insensitivity to their suffering. The Community Development Committee Chairman, Mr. Kingsley Kabari, tells correspondent Mekotoka that the planned protest to the government house in Port Harcourt is in response to the sole administrator's recent visit to Bunu, which he allegedly ignored victims of the erroneous Nigerian Air Force raid in the community. Kabari said the sole administrator chose to inspect a abandoned project site during the visit, an action the community leader describes as deeply disappointing.
2 days ago, when the state administrator came to Bukai, he said he should look out for this person. He said he should look out for these people whose properties were destroyed. So I need to also ask, what did he do about this person? What he did was to go and look for a stronger town, to health center, primary school. It's unfortunate. I work. I don't know how persons reject in human life. This person is back in the community. Because when you complete our call, we like he was aware about the father, all those who are thinking, all of them, we will straight from here to protect on Friday. The lot of people, if you send me, they will not understand, they didn't know what happened.
Kabari confirmed that the Nigerian Air Force has paid for the medical treatment of one of the victims, Mrs. Blessing Kabari, but insisted that the community is still demanding full compensation for all affected residents.
As a last week, the Nigeria Airport Port Harcourt has paid the medical expenses of Blessing Kabari, my late father's wife. Now, we hope that after that man is done, they will call the persons that were involved. A lot of people that are saying injuries were involved. I expect that they will call so that we can cover the expenses, the damages, so that they can compensate these persons. They are suffering.
Kabari also warned that the community will not hesitate to take legal action against the Nigerian Air Force if nothing is done to address their demands. Now, as Nigeria prepares to mark 26 years of uninterrupted democracy on June 12, some residents of Port Harcourt are only hoping for the restoration of democracy in their own backyard. As you may know, Democracy Day is a public holiday in Nigeria commemorating the restoration of democratic governance. It marks the anniversary of the historic June 12, 1993 presidential election, widely regarded as Nigeria's freest and fairest poll, which was annulled by the military regime at the time. But in Rivers State, the spirit of democracy appears to be under strain. The state has been under a state of emergency for the past 2 months following a political fallout that saw the elected governor Siminalayi Fubara and his cabinet placed on suspension by President Bola Tinubu in response to escalating tensions. This unusual development has sparked concerns among residents, some of whom believe it undermines democratic principles. Speaking to a correspondent, a number of Port Harcourt residents say they are hoping President Tinubu's Democracy Day address will bring an end to the state of emergency and restore normalcy and restore normal democratic governance in the state. Others have voiced disapproval over the sole administrators addressing the people on behalf of the state on Democracy Day. They argue that such a move does not reflect the democratic values of Nigeria is meant to be celebrating on June 12.
I'm expecting the governor to come back that day so that every Rivers man, civil servant, they will rejoice. But let's see whether that day will come to stay.
We plead God and the government in place to return back our governor, Siminalayi Fubara, to the states. Reason because the state is like a dormant place.
Are we in democracy? We are not in democracy. We are in a military. How can we have elected government? They come and move elected government and bring chaotic because of political interest. Address what? They cannot address us because they are not elected. We want our own person to come and address us. We come down for democracy to enjoy that we are suffering. Or we are coming down for democracy, things has changed.
So when Solar to address him, what will he tell the people? He doesn't have anything to tell the people. God to touch the president as he wake up in the morning to do his broadcast. The first thing should be that fellow Nigerian lift the band of state of emergency in Rivers State.
Meanwhile, the Tony Okocha-led All Progressives Congress APC in Rivers State says suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara will not be pardoned even if he joins the party. Okocha said this during a media conference in Abuja on Tuesday. He said the sins of the suspended governor are not political, rather against the people of Rivers State, according to the judgment delivered by the Supreme Court. He said the APC leadership in the state is not worried that Fubara is seen with the president during his Salah visit. Okocha further said he is not aware of any ongoing reconciliation between the suspended governor and all the stakeholders in the state.
As somebody who has played and is still playing at the epicenter of all of these in Rivers State, I am not aware of any reconciliation or reconciliatory moves by Fubara and his team. On the 29th of May, when they still in the middle somewhere, he was assuring them that he will soon return, and that when he returns, that they should all be calm. And when he returns, all of them will go back to their offices. It's the reason majorly why they are busy in the grandstanding.
In the meantime, the APC leadership in Ward 7, Ahoda East local government area of Rivers State, says it has suspended the party's council chairman, Glad Benson, from the party at the ward level indefinitely. A statement by the party Ward 7 chairman, Chinoye Egbe, accused Benson of gross misconduct and anti-party activities, one of which was the alleged ceding of the party to a non-party organ called Ibiso Project. The statement also called on the public to refrain from conducting any party business with Glad Benson until further notice. When contacted, Benson insisted that he remains a member of the party and the chairman of the APC in Ahoda East. Still to come, why are hospitals still turning away accident victims in 2025? Port Harcourt resident weigh in on this. Stay with us.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. Terminal operating firm WACT APM Terminals Nigeria has signed a memorandum of agreement with one of its host communities, One, in Eleme local government area of River State. Speaking on this, the managing director, Jitu Hussein, says the agreement is evolving and establishes a structured framework for collaboration on key initiatives, ensuring that the needs of the communities are addressed as agreed.
Why? Because we demonstrated we don't need an MOU to do things. Even without the MOU, we have proven that our intentions are good. The MOU will bring structure to it. With time, once a lot of needs of the community are addressed.
On the spot, the community relations manager of WACT APM Terminals Nigeria, Justin Okwufu, described the journey as a participatory development, further encouraging the community to continue to support the company in carrying out future development initiatives.
So
So we started the process in 2022 by actually having a capacity building workshop for some members of the committee to understand the process of drafting an MOU or MOA. And the reason we do this is because over time we've seen a lot of companies that impose MOUs on community, and because of lack of knowledge, companies will sign without actually understanding what MOU. But for this process in the end, we had a series of meetings discussing about this MOU, and today we are to sign it.
Also, the paramount ruler of Onne, King S.N. Giala, Onne, and the community development chairman, Sunday Dudu, expressed enthusiasm about the signing of the MOU and urged the company to continue to support the community.
Community has demonstrated out of finding for other companies in Onne. We are able to do because we are going to set the pace. And then because whatever we are going to do here today is going to be a landmark which will set the ball rolling and to be emulated by other investors into Onne.
The agreement signing ceremony was witnessed by the management staff of WACT APM Terminals Nigeria, community leaders of Ogbolo Ogu local government area, River State, representative of Nigerian Port Authority NPA, Oil and Gas Free Zone Authority, Department of State Services DSS, the Nigeria Police Force NPF, among many others. In other news, some Port Harcourt residents are weighing in on the lingering issue of hospitals refusing to treat accident victims. This follows a viral video of accident victims rescued from a car crash by a Good Samaritan and taken to Federal Medical Center FMC in Ijabi in Abuja, but were allegedly refused medical attention. Speaking in an interview with our correspondent, Port Harcourt residents regretted that such an issue lingers even in 2025, even though saving lives should be top priority for all medical professionals and even ordinary citizens. Others stressed that regardless of the circumstances surrounding an accident, immediate medical attention should always come first.
It's good for them to attend to victims like that. You, the clinic, we are all trying to save Nigeria from all these evil incidents. They should attend to a patient that comes to the hospital. While attending to that patient, you can make a call to the police. I have so patient too. I'm attending to the person, but I don't have proof for it in case they are looking for something like that.
It's not okay when we say, then go bring the person in emergency, then go abandon the person at night. Then go begin the talk, say, whether not the person thief or no thief, may they help us and they attend to the person to see say they save that life first before they go investigate and know what's happened.
Meanwhile, chairman of the Nigerian Medical Association NMA in River State, Dr. Diamond Tamunokuru, says some public hospitals in the country are facing severe staff shortages, poor funding, and an overburdened healthcare system which has affected service delivery. Speaking to correspondent Martha Okere, Tamunokuru said the number of healthcare workers has reduced due to brain drain.
We still have our hospitals being overloaded with a lot of patients coming in. In addition to that, the issue of funding is also a key issue. The health budget this year is allocating 5.1% to healthcare, as against the 15% by Abuja Declaration. So we realize that many of the public hospitals are not properly funded, and then the required equipment needed to take care of patients. We need to start thinking of training persons that perhaps may provide some form of paramedical services, while the doctors focus on the core aspects of clinical services.
Dr. Tamunokuru further said emergency healthcare is not possible without a comprehensive health insurance system.
Insurance is one key area. It's sad that up till now, insurance coverage is still very low. Most of the insurance we have with state-funded insurance and private insurance is mainly focused on those in the formal sector, leaving behind the larger chunk of people in the informal sector. So we really need to take insurance to the majority of Nigerians. And then when citizens have comprehensive health insurance, it is easier for healthcare to become better. So I think these are the key areas that all of us need to focus on.
As you may know, in the 2025 budget, the health sector was allocated 2.48 trillion naira, which represents 5.18% of the total 47.9 trillion naira national budget. The 2.48 trillion naira allocation includes funding for various areas, including infrastructure and the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund. The budget, however, still falls short of the Abuja Declaration target of 15% of the total national budget. On the international scene, thousands of people in Austria have held a candlelight vigil for the victims of a school shooting in which 10 people were killed. Police said the 21-year-old suspect, a former student, took his own life in a school bathroom shortly after the gun attack in Graz on Tuesday. It is the deadliest in the country's recent history.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
That's a wrap of the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Police rescued a teen girl from a bush in Eche six days after she was abducted in Oyibo. The Rivers community affected by NAF air raid is planning a protest on Friday. Democracy Day is sparking hope for an end of emergency rule in Rivers State. On the foreign scene, Austrians are holding a vigil to mourn the victims of the school shooting. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyeli. Many thanks for listening.